We're keeping an eye on both of these images for you. On the left-hand side of your screen, you're seeing the door of Air Force One, which is where President Trump will come down those steps to begin his life as former president, as citizen Trump in Florida. He'll be moving into Mar-a-Lago. He has a private apartment there in Mar-a-Lago. He and his wife will be moving in there. On the right-hand side of your screen, we see the Capitol building here in Washington, D.C., where dignitaries are gathered. There is Mike Pence, the vice president, still vice president of the United States under Donald Trump. He did not go to Andrews Air Force Base to say goodbye to President Trump. He did not go to the White House this morning to say goodbye to President Trump. He has been a loyal foot soldier for this president, defending his many controversial policies, the separation of families at the border, the ban on people from majority Muslim countries entering the United States early on. Mike Pence stood by Donald Trump throughout his presidency, but he broke with him on the issue of whether the election was free and fair. And Mike Pence just would not go as far as Donald Trump wanted him to go in fighting the election results. And here he is. He is the representative of the Trump administration on that platform. He will be standing in effectively for Donald Trump to pass the baton from the 45th president to the 46th president. We are then expecting, after the Pences, the running order that we have been given by the White House is that we will have the Vice President-elect Kamala Harris and Doug Emhoff. They will be the next to come out. There's Bill Clinton, George Bush just behind him. And it is an extraordinary scene, this, as we watch. Power in Washington, power in America is shifting. It is shifting from the left-hand side of your screen to the right-hand side of your screen. It is shifting from Donald Trump, who is leaving office, defeated as a one-term president, to Joe Biden, who has, on his third attempt for the US presidency, will finally be taking the oath of office as the oldest president ever in American history, and he will have a vice president who is also making history as the first woman and the first person of color also as a vice president. We can speak now to Stephanie Rawlings Blake. She is former mayor of Baltimore and was close to the, I'm going to, 1 second before we go to the mayor, because there is Donald Trump. We were talking about a split screen. Melania has changed. She was left Washington in a black, this is Melania Trump pays close attention to her clothes. She has left in one rather somber outfit. She has arrived in Florida in a suitably sunny dress. Perhaps no secret that Melania Trump is happy to be leaving Washington. She was never particularly keen to take up her position in the White House. She liked her life as a private citizen in New York, and now she can resume life as a private citizen down in Florida. So that's it. Donald Trump gets into his SUV and he drives off to Mar-a-Lago. And we can say goodbye to the Trump presidency. It is perhaps as important a moment in this day in American history that the country is saying goodbye to Donald Trump, who has left without even attending the inauguration of his successor, and that his family is leaving too. His family, who also broke precedent by having members of the family there in offices right next to the president in the Oval Office as his advisors, and that they will be scattered around the country. Many of them perhaps have political ambitions. There could be some Shakespearean rivalry there between those siblings, Ivanka, Don Jr., even perhaps Eric, who all have political ambitions of his own. Still president at the moment, so he still gets the trappings. You can see there is the president's seal on the door of the SUV. He has the flags, and for another, what are we looking at, 58 minutes or so, Donald Trump is still president. In the Constitution, power does not, whenever the oath of office is taken, and there's been some dispute because under our timetable that we have, it looks like Joe Biden might actually take the oath of office before midday here on the East Coast in Washington, D.C. That does not make him president. The clock will make Joe Biden president. Donald Trump stops being president at noon, and his successor takes over after that. And Donald Trump has gone.